Yo, yo, yo. Not your average flight coming at you when it's time to get right. Coming into a my team game, road to the playoffs. Adjusting my lineup. I'm looking at his lineup. His lineup's looking a little iffy. And my lineup's looking a little spiffy. But let's see. You can't judge a book by its cover. So hey, well, the game will determine who is a better team. But anyway, I know you guys are wondering, who is this cat? Who are you? Simple fact, you guys can just call me Flight for short. But anyway, I actually started off YouTube about 4 years ago, around that time, and my original account was called Mr. Big Boy 305. And when I had first made a YouTube account, I actually didn't start off making videos. I actually rather did NBA mixes and did tutorial mixes on just different things in life. And I actually still am. I'm not gonna lie to you guys. I'm still a game head, major game head. Not gonna lie to you guys, be 100% honest. And I used to play a lot of 2K, and I thought to myself, hey, I wonder, is it possible to record gameplay and show it off? Because that's what I wanted to do in the beginning, because I used to play a lot of ranked matches and I wanted to show my gameplay off to the world. And so I was doing my research, and I came upon a couple of commentators that actually thought of something similar to what I was thinking about, the same thing. And I was just like, hey, it actually is possible. So I looked into it more, looked into the devices and equipment that you needed, and I was like, wow, this stuff is mad expensive. And I didn't have a job at the time. Around that time when I started off, I was a sophomore. It was just beginning of sophomore year. And I said to myself, how am I gonna get this stuff? And so my mom had started off with me with the Dazzle, and the Dazzle was around 50-40 bucks at the time. It was a white Dazzle. Started off with that. It wasn't the best recording device. I remember days where I used to just get so frustrated because after all the hard work to record and the stuff would lag so bad, I just wanted to break something. I was just like, I just needed to persevere through it and just settle and be happy with what I have. And so that didn't stop me on that Mr. Big Boy account from getting 827 subscribers all through a Dazzle, no shoutouts whatsoever. I remember one of my videos, I actually had 700,000 views. It was a 360 layup tutorial on 2K11. I remember that, but unfortunately, it all came to a point where you just knew that you couldn't, advance through YouTube and open the doors for you anymore, because you need HD quality at the end of the day, to get more attention and more, fan base, because they're picky. They're not gonna want to watch a 240p video over a 720 to 1080p video. So I thought that to myself. I was just like, I gotta get an HD PVR, so that's what it was around at the time. And so I didn't have no job. I'm always the type of kid, even though I may sound stupid at times, I always know what's right at the end of the day. I wanted to get some quick money, and I thought about it a couple times, but I never did it. I wanted the deal, but I was just like, this is not right. I thought about it over, thought about all the situations that can happen, and that's just not a lifestyle you want to, just get brought upon. And that's just not what anybody wants to get brought upon. And so I was just like, nah, I'm definitely not about to do this. And so I thought to myself again, I'm 16, why don't I take the chance and getting a job? Because getting a job is kind of hard in the economy right now, especially at a young age too, because they're just gonna look at you as just like, who is this kid? Like, and so I turned about 11 to 12 applications. Like, I'm just like, is anybody gonna call back eventually? And so this is around junior year, towards the end, where I'm referring to as getting a job. And so by the end of junior year, I turned about 14-15 applications to jobs. Throughout the summer I was trying. I didn't get a job at all during the summer. And so around August, about 2 weeks before school started, Chick-fil-A had called up that they're building a new location not too far from my house, and they're excited about the grand opening and whatnot. And so the guy calls me in for an interview. And so when the guy calls me for an interview, I'm thinking, yo, I got this down pat, I got the job. And so my dad's telling me that just because you got an interview doesn't mean you got the job. And so, I didn't want to think that the end of the world was gonna happen. And so I went through that interview. The interview went smooth. He called me for a second interview. Now at this point, I'm just like, what possibly could they ask me through this? And so I'm like, wow. After the second interview, he calls me for a third interview, a third job interview. Like at this point, I'm aware of what's just going on. And so after that third job interview, I wait about a week. I get the job. Thank you. Thank you, everything. And so I actually, throughout the school year, wasn't, he had to focus on school at the end of the day. And so I worked part-time. I would get about 2-3 days at most of the week. And eventually when I put the money together, it just didn't come out. It didn't, come out to the, you know, amount that I wanted to get my equipment. And so I had gave up on doing, just YouTube in general. But then something came along in my conscience. Not too long after that, I thought about that, thinking, and they said, so you're just gonna give up? That's what I didn't put you on, earth. Oh my goodness. Oh, I'm sorry I had to pause right there. Austin, why did you have to do it to him? But anyway, back to what I was saying. You're just gonna give up? You're just gonna give up like that, Kimani? That's what my conscience was telling me, and I was just like, nah, I'm not gonna give up like that. And so I began to persevere more and more. Around March, I went out and got a second job. And at that point, I was just like, alright, nothing can go wrong, especially when summer was just right around the corner. And I was just like, alright. And so I put my availability, obviously, to full-time everything. Around summer, 2 weeks, 3 weeks pass. I get my near grand dollar laptop. Another 2 weeks pass. I get my Elgato game recording device. That's what I'm recording on right now, obviously. And another week passes. I have my brand new HD TV. And I'm just like, wow, in a month span, I get all my equipment through just hard work. And when you get hard work done and you do the hard work, you're going to get what you want. That's what I just realized. And it just felt good also getting it with my own money, too. And so, pretty much to just sum it up, I'm just happy to be here. I'm just happy to just be back on YouTube and doing something that I love. And I just came a long way, just put it that way. And so I recently just graduated high school not too long ago, and local school here in Florida, high school here in Florida, I just graduated from. And I'm happy about my future. I'm going to talk to you and discuss to you guys about my future and my plan on a upcoming video, actually, because we lack time in this video, obviously, because the game is about to actually end. I ended up winning by about 20. The guy stood no chance against me. I'm gonna just tell you that right now. And I don't know what in the world this guy is doing. Looks like he's doing some scene from Thriller or something. But I ended up winning the game. I see in 5 or 6 assists. And the game went by smooth. It was pretty easy, pretty simple. And look for my upcoming video to discuss and talk about my plan after high school and life after high school. How does it feel to graduate and whatnot, and what's next? Pretty much what I'm going to be talking about in the upcoming video. But thank you guys for listening to my commentary. Thank you for all my old subs for sticking with me. And shout out to all you guys. And I'm happy I'm back. And I am out for today. Peace.
Give me that beat, fool. It's a full-time jack move. Don't worry, Skano, I get back soon.